You're watching South Asia Newsline and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 25th of August. Even PM Modi not exempt. India's Home Minister backs law to remove jailed ministers. Rescue efforts underway as water levels along Satluj in Pakistan reach high alert level. And Pakistan claims 1971 Liberation War genocide issue settled twice with Bangladesh. And now for all the details. India's Home Minister Amit Shah has expressed confidence that the Constitution 130th Amendment Bill 2025 will be passed despite opposition criticism. The bill mandates automatic removal of the Prime Minister, Chief Ministers and Ministers if arrested and detained for 30 consecutive days on charges punishable with 5 years or more imprisonment. It has been referred to a 31-member Joint Parliamentary Committee. Speaking to news agency ANI, Shah said the bill aims to uphold constitutional morality and prevent governance from jail. He said the amendment applies equally to all, including the Prime Minister. Dismissing claims of political misuse, he argued courts would decide bail swiftly. He cited former Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal's case, saying leaders must resign if jailed but may return after securing bail. Shah also clarified that the bill offers fairness, allowing any leader who secures bail even after 30 days to take the oath and return to office.
मेरा बहुत स्पष्ट मानना है, मेरी पार्टी का मानना है, देश के प्रधानमंत्री का मानना है कि इस देश में कोई भी मुख्यमंत्री हो, मंत्री हो या प्रधानमंत्री हो, जेल में रहकर सरकार नहीं चला सकते। पहले भी कई लोगों ने मॉरल ग्राउंड पर इस्तीफा दिया है। हमारी नैतिक मूल्यों के स्तर को गिरने नहीं देना चाहिए। एक कानून नैतिक स्तर के मूल्यों को एक आधार देगा और इससे हमारा लोकतंत्र निश्चित रूप से मजबूत होगा।
Meanwhile, the opposition India bloc lawmakers, including those of the JMM and the Congress, held a demonstration outside the Jharkhand State Assembly against the bill. They alleged the 130th Amendment Bill aims to weaken democracy.
अब जो चुने हुए जनप्रतिनिधि हैं, उनका भी अधिकार छीनने का ये षड्यंत्र है और हम लोग देख ही रहे हैं पिछले कुछ वर्षों से किस तरह से ईडी, सीबीआई और अन्य संस्थाओं का दुरुपयोग करके मुख्यमंत्री को जेल भेजा जाता है, राज्य के मंत्रियों को जेल भेजा जाता है। हमारा खुद झारखंड राज्य में आपने देखा कि किस तरह से पिछले वर्ष आदरणीय हेमंत सोरेन जी को जेल भेजा गया था। क्या चीज प्रूवन हुए? कुछ प्रूवन हुआ, मगर वो जो कन्विक्टेड और अक्यूज्ड के बीच में फाइन लाइन होता है, उस लाइन को ही मिटाने का काम केंद्र सरकार कर रही है।
And Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla, the second Indian to travel to space, received a rousing welcome as he arrived in Lucknow on Monday. Excited children lined the streets, cheering for him during a grand roadshow. Shukla also revisited his alma mater, City Montessori School, where he was felicitated and addressed the students. In his inspiring speech, he urged them to dream big and contribute towards India's vision of landing on the moon by 2040.
In my experience that I've had in the past 5 years of training and last 1 year flying to the International Space Station and coming back and looking at how this entire landscape is changing, I think the future is extremely bright. We are at the right time, the right opportunities are existing. And to cite an example, from on orbit I had 3 interactions with kids. One was live and you kids participated in that interaction, and the other 2 were through ham radio. And in each of these interactions, at least there was a kid who asked, I did not get a question, what do you do on station? Nobody asked me that. Or what does an astronaut do? But the question that I was asked was, in each of these interactions, how do I become an astronaut?
Earlier on Sunday, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh felicitated the crew members of Gaganyaan mission, including Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla in New Delhi. Highlighting India's remarkable space journey from lunar missions to Mars exploration, the minister underscored the Gaganyaan space mission as a testament to a self-reliant India standing tall among global space powers. And water levels along the Satluj River reached a high flood level of 1,29,866 cusecs at the Ganda Singhwala in Pakistan's Punjab province, prompting authorities to issue a high alert for the region on Sunday. Rescue teams have evacuated over 19,000 people from the flood-prone areas in past 24 hours, though many villagers were hesitant to leave their homes and belongings. Floods across Pakistan have killed 785 since late June, the national authority said, warning of 2 more rain spells by September 10.
यहाँ दरिया सतलुज में 1,22,000 का रेला गुजर है, तो ये ऊंचे दर्जे का सैलाब है, लेकिन लोग जो है ना अभी तक वो अपने घर छोड़ने के लिए जो है ना तैयार नज़र नहीं आ रहे। और अभी तक जो है ना हम वॉलंटियरली जो है ना वो ट्रांसपोर्ट या एवैक्यूएशन कर रहे हैं। जो लोग जाना चाहते हैं हम उनको ले जाते हैं, लेकिन जो है ना ज़बरदस्ती अभी तक हम किसी को नहीं निकाल रहे। तो जो भी जाना चाहे हम उनको निकाल रहे हैं। तो अभी तक जो है हम 5,000 से ज़्यादा लोगों को वो ट्रांसपोर्ट सर्विस फराहम कर चुके हैं और 800 से ज़्यादा मवेशियों को भी निकाल चुके हैं यहाँ से।
Meanwhile, a mountain mudslide created a 7-kilometer lake in Gilgit-Baltistan province threatens to turn into a potentially catastrophic floods downstream, informed the National Disaster Management Authority. The mud flow descended into the main Gizar River channel and blocked it completely on Friday, creating a dam-like structure that poses a significant threat of bursting. And Pakistan's Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar has claimed the issue of Pakistani atrocity during the 1971 Liberation War has been addressed twice. During his 2-day visit to Bangladesh to boost train ties, Ishaq Dar was questioned by the press about the issue. He responded by saying that it was solved in 1974 and that Musharraf came to Bangladesh to address this issue. Ishaq Dar also quoted Quran and suggested that both countries should move on and look at the bright future. The issue of Pakistan's atrocities of 1971 has been a long-standing obstacle between the two countries. Dar indirectly referred to the tripartite agreement of 1974 signed by Bangladesh, India and Pakistan, where Pakistan had acknowledged the involvement of its military in the atrocities and referred to the regret expressed by General Musharraf during his 2002 visit of Dhaka. Ishaq Dar is the first foreign minister of Pakistan to visit Bangladesh in more than a decade after the ouster of Sheikh Hasina. Despite the thaw, Dhaka has maintained that Islamabad must formally apologize for the atrocities committed by the Pakistani army during the 1971 Liberation War. Moving on, education crisis is worsening in the world's largest Rohingya refugee settlement in southern Bangladesh. Since June, cuts to international aid have closed down operations of more than 45,000 schools, leaving over 2,27,500 displaced Rohingya children without education.
Many bamboo and plastic classrooms remain deserted and doors locked in Cox's Bazar, the world's largest Rohingya refugee settlement in southern Bangladesh. Once, the children ran to school with notebooks in hand. Today, they wander aimlessly between the camps. The International Rescue Committee reports that currently no Rohingya child under 12 has access to education, leaving 500,000 children out of school and vulnerable to early marriage. With U.S. aid cuts, child marriage cases have risen by 3% this year, as desperate families resort to selling children for survival, the IRC says.
এটা তোরা মোরা ফান্না হচ্ছে এর টিয়া উষা লাগে টিয়া উষাটা বাপে আদাসে ফানি নারিয়ে কি করি না পারি অনেকক্ষণ মানে বালা নিজের খান আশা আসলে আশা মতন কিছু করি না পারি এই নয় দুবার বাদ গিয়ে মায়ের ভয় দুয়া আসলে এই নয় আছে বড় গিয়ে কাকা ফান্না ফারা বেলা মনে আসছিল এটা আছে সিচুয়েশন কম নয় সবার করে তো এই ফানি নয় কি করি না ফেললাম মায়ের গিয়ে নারিয়ে ফান্না শিক্ষিতা দিনে ফেললাম.
Meanwhile, Bangladesh's chief advisor Muhammad Yunus has said that Bangladesh has no scope to allocate resources for Rohingya refugees, urging international community to find a sustainable solution to the crisis. The Nobel laureate has called on the international community to draft a roadmap for Rohingya refugees' return. The UN Refugee Agency UNHCR says it needs about $256 million to support displaced Rohingyas. The amount is the lowest in 6 years. Locking hundreds of thousands of displaced Rohingya children out of classrooms, education will either stop or be severely disrupted without urgent support.
It's not just child marriage that we're seeing. Child recruitment within the camps is something that we're very concerned. We don't want children recruited. That is against every international law, and school protects the kids from that because they're occupied.
Moving on, Sri Lanka's jailed former president Ranil Wickremesinghe was hospitalized on Saturday, a day after his arrest on allegations that he misused public funds while in office to finance private international travel. 76-year-old Wickremesinghe, who led the island nation during a devastating economic crisis, was arrested and taken into custody on Friday. The next day, he was taken to the emergency care unit at Colombo National Hospital with complications from dehydration, diabetes and high blood pressure, the hospital director, Dr. Rukshan Belana, told reporters. Wickremesinghe was later transferred to the ICU, where his condition was stable. Belana was quoted as saying, "Ranil Wickremesinghe, who is the first former president to be arrested in Sri Lanka, has been a feature of the country's politics since he was first elected as MP in 1977. A lawyer by profession, Wickremesinghe over the years went on to make several bids to become president, only getting the role he had long wanted in 2022 after Rajapaksa fled. At the time, his party was almost wiped out in the 2020 elections and he was left as its sole representative in parliament. He lost the 2024 election to the left-leaning Anurakumara Dissanayake. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.